Hi, I'm Jenny, and I'm going to show you how I make these cute little glitzy hairwear accessories. I'm going to use the Plum Crazy line from Glitz Design. Alright, to start the flower, you're going to need these flower shapes, and we're going to cut out 3 flower shapes. The bottom one is the largest, and then a medium-sized one, and now I'm going to show you how to cut the shape, and this will be our smallest one. So just cut a square out of your Plum Crazy paper, and you're going to just make little scallops by wiggling the paper through your scissors. Don't worry about doing it all even. Every flower that you make is going to turn out a little bit differently. Now we have 3 different sized flower shapes. We're going to lay these out on our mat or your surface, and we're going to use some of my very favorite Shimmers products. We're going to roll that up, and we're going to spray the shimmers. And you see that it starts to bubble up. You can alternate your colors. And now we're going to take the end of a paintbrush or a pen, and you're going to roll while that paper's wet with your spritz from Shimmers. It's all sparkly and pretty, and you're going to roll the ends. You can roll some under, you can roll some up. It just depends on how you want your flower to look. And while this paper is wet, it's really pliable and it rolls really easily. Kind of pinch and hold it to really hold the shape. And I like to just kind of pinch it in the middle where the brad's going to go. And then we're going to do that to each one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and roll each petal, and then I'll show you how to assemble this. Okay, now that I've got all my petals rolled on my 3 shapes, I'm going to actually use my heat gun to set these shapes. And you want to be careful, the heat gun gets very hot, and this might get kind of loud, but you hold down your flower, and you want to dry your paper with your heat gun. It just takes a little bit, and as you dry it, it'll roll up even more. You're going to do that to each one of them. See how that's rolling up and drying like that? And then I like to come back in here, crease the centers of each one. And now you grab a brad, and you're going to stack these according to size, with the large on the bottom, of course the middle, and the small on the top. And then you're just going to push your brad. It can be any brad that you want. I grabbed a little star, and you're going to push that through the center. And that one doesn't want to go through the center, so when that happens, just grab something sharp or a little paper piercer. This is just a little knife, and then you can put them together like that. But Glitz Design has these adorable little glitzers, and so you can choose one of these glitzers here for your little hair wear accessory. And I'm thinking I like this one. They just peel right off, and you can put that right in the center. Use your knife and poke a hole through that. Put your little star in there. Close it from the back. Okay, now we're not done yet. Now that we have our flower assembled, we're actually going to come in and we're going to spritz it again to get it wet and a lot more shimmery. And I love to mix these colors together. Take your paintbrush, and any of the petals that came unrolled or you want to roll in a different direction, now's the time to do that. Be kind of gentle with it. Sometimes if you're too rough, it'll tear your paper, so just be kind of gentle. And you want a lot of dimension with this, so push from the middle out. use your heat tool to dry it all up. Set this off to the side. And now we're going to use a coffee filter, just a plain old coffee filter. And we are going to spritz this coffee filter with this beautiful shimmer that's going to sparkle like you cannot believe. And the coffee filter is a really unique material, and you'll see what happens here. When we open this up and push from the center, we're going to roll all this down. There. So we have the center, and we're going to roll the ends towards the center and kind of smush it down. And then we're going to turn it over, and we're going to spritz it some more to give it some more color to the edges. Now we're going to use our heat tool and our paintbrush to hold that down. Okay, now that our base, our coffee filter base is dry, the back looks like this. It kind of all folded in and dried. And the front, of course, looks like this. So you're going to use the front, take the brad out that's been holding your flower together. Now we're going to reassemble the flower, and we're going to put the coffee filter as a base and poke that brad all the way through all of your layers now, so that the front looks like this, and it's all super sparkly. Then you can get these little hair barrette attachments at any craft store. So we're going to take one of these hair barrettes and we're going to zip dry it to the back of the coffee filter. So just squiggle on some zip dry, attach it, and just hold it for just a little bit. Zip dry dries really fast. And you've got a cute little hair wear accessory that's all glitzy and shimmery.